we note that one of the unique parts about this program globally is that from each local region around the globe, one of the judges from that local jury will join the competitor going to Milan. And from our jury, it's going to be Chef Dominique. So she will have the opportunity to go with this winner tonight to Milan, and in advance of that, work on some coaching and some development of that dish. So, Chef Dominique, what are you looking for in this competitor as you evaluate, knowing that you're going to be spending some time with him?
Well, I mean, when I'm looking at the dish, it's not just the dish in itself, it's kind of the overall story behind the dish, and I want to get to feel the person that's cooking the dish. Obviously, it's not she, it's he tonight. It's about the ingredient, also understanding, the season, and balance is everything for me. I mean, the dish can be also, I think it's if someone is, don't tell me who they are, I can feel who they are just eating the dish, it's just everything. So technique is great, beauty is great, balance is great, but if everything needs to come together, so that's what I'm looking for. And with that person, I think it will be very interesting. I think dishes that you do every day needs always to evolve. So it will be very interesting to evolve the dish with that person. So I'm excited. I'm excited to go and eat some pasta. So.
Very good. Very good. I think we can accommodate that. Chef Alex, what are your thoughts? What are you looking for tonight?
Well, I agree with everything that Chef Krent said. For me personally, background in pastry, what I'm really hoping to see is a very unique technique. I'm hoping to see something that, when I look at it, I can't figure out how they made it. But that's one of the things that's most exciting.
Curiosities.
Yeah, I mean, I think we expect food to be beautiful. We expect it to be seasoned and delicious and everything to be fresh. So if there's something that's very proprietary from the chef, that would be very exciting.
Okay.
I think though, Alex, so I can jump in.
Go ahead. I want to hear. I'm not just on just a second.
Sometimes that can go the other way, though, where it's it's like putting too much on the plate or trying too hard.
Overcomplicating it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I want to hear more about it, but I'm going to introduce our next chef. Ladies and gentlemen, judges, please welcome our second competitor from Morimoto, Asia in Orlando, Joshua Walsh. Joshua, how you doing? Join me and face our guests here for a moment. Nope, right here. There we go. Spend a little time with me. How you doing?
I'm very good. Very good, Jay.
Good. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
What's the atmosphere like in the kitchen?
It's pretty calm, but everyone, you can tell that their heads are moving, but their bodies are calm. So I'm working with a lot of professionals here. So.
Okay, good. What did you prepare for our judges tonight?
Today I prepared a dish that was inspired by the rice fields of Southeast Asia. So basically, with this dish, I wanted to highlight rice in all of its forms and different varieties of uses. Based off my experiences with rice, I went to Thailand when I was young, and I got to play around the rice fields a little bit. And of course, being Asian, we ate rice at every meal. So I wanted to pay tribute to rice. So today I did a dish. It's a Cambodian rice porridge. We took Cambodian jasmine rice, we parched it with a little bit of garlic and shallots, and then we deglazed with sake, which is a rice wine. And then we added a snapper broth that was fortified with kurung, which is a Cambodian paste that is very aromatic with some lemongrass, garlic, ginger, shallots, kaffir lime, and galangal. And then we paired it with a cilantro scallion puree. And then inside that puree is a special herb called nahom. It's a rice patty herb. That's the name for it. So it's a little lemony, like a curry accent to it. And that grows right in the rice fields, right next to the rice crop. Then along the side, we have a toasted rice snapper mousseline, which was made by toasting rice and steeping in cream. And then we poached the mousseline in a court bouillon with rice vinegar, lime, and lemongrass to kind of play with the rice fields act. And then we also garnished with normal herb, micro cilantro, some tomatoes we picked at the farmer's market yesterday morning from Heckerton Farms in Pennsylvania. And then we topped off with the black rice cracker. Forbidden black rice cracker from China. So
Sorry.
It sounds fantastic. I was ready to hear more, to talk more about it. I think we should hear what the judges think. What do you say? For sure. Join me right back here. Judges, this is our second competitor, Joshua Walbold.
Great to meet you, Chuck. One quick question. All this beautiful garnish that's sort of, hugging the rim, is that intended to be a textural element and intertwined in the rice, or eaten separately?
I recommend taking everything in a bite together. It kind of brings a nice balance to everything. Everything together is meant to complement each other, not overpower anything.
And I might have missed it. What's the sprinkling on both the chip and the mozzarella?
That's toasted rice salt. So what I did with that is I browned rice. It's very classical in like Thai cuisine, and we grinded it, and then I mixed it with salt and just seasoned with that.
Could you tell me a little bit about the porridge and where's it from? What's it about?
So basically, it's my inspiration from Cambodian cuisine. The porridge is called bo bo. It's a Cambodian rice porridge. And what I did notice a lot is a lot of Asian cultures with rice as a substance to their stability in life. They have some type of soup like this where rice is extended. Like a small amount of rice can go a long ways. So this is like my homage to the rice porridge and the rice fields of Southeast Asia. Also, one thing I wanted to add too about the plating of it, it's kind of like a personal story I want to tell. So if you bear with me, I'm going to tell a little history lessons about Cambodia. So my mom lived in Cambodia, and around 1974 there was a raid of the Khmer Rouge, and they took over Cambodia, and they were communists, and they killed over 2 million people in the rice fields. So I like to think there's a dark history with rice fields, but my mom was able to escape across the rice fields and make it to safety in Thailand at a refugee camp, where she got the opportunity to come to the United States. And the rice fields now in Cambodia are quiet for more, and they're green and lushy, and they're now producing the world's best jasmine rice. It's the most aromatic rice in the world. And that's from I got that news from the World Rice Conference held since 2009. So I got Cambodian rice shipped here from Cambodia. I use that today.
Yeah, thank you, Chef. I have a question. Beautiful dish. I'm having a little bit of a hard time when I eat the porridge. It seems very salty. So, do you put salt in it?
A little bit, Chef.
Why?
Just to season, I guess, to try to bring out the aromatics inside.
What was the process of?
So I made this stock, and then finishing up, just pinch of salt into finish kind of.
Did you taste it before? Or?
I did taste the chef.
And it was okay for you? Or?
This chef, to me, it was okay.
Because the thing is, I mean, personally, I don't know if other chefs think it's a bit salty, but if you kind of take away, something about the dish, it's like, I love salt. I'm French. Love salt. But I felt that it's such an incredible, there's such a beautiful story behind it that maybe it's taking a little bit, it's killing a little bit the dish. So it's just my own.
I'm Swedish, and I love salt. This is a little bit too on the higher end of me, but what I'm mostly curious about, just on a side note, what made you decide to go with the tomatoes and the herbs that you have on the plate? Why that and not something else?
The tomatoes, I like the acidity and the sweetness it brought to the dish. Also kind of represent with the story, red can be paired with dark story, blood type of visual. And then the rice patty herb I chose because it's a different form of telling the story of rice fields. It grows right next to rice fields, so I wanted to use that.
I love salt also, and to me, it was seasoned really nicely. So I found mine was. It was, what I would be careful though, and sometimes we do this at the restaurant, when you're tasting it, you have to think about how are you going to eat it, right? So, am I going to just have a little bit of sauce, or do I need to eat a whole bowl of this, right? And so you'll have fatigue, and if you have to eat a giant bowl, I don't know. If you season a bowl of soup the same way that you season a sauce, then the soup is probably going to be over seasoned because you won't be able to eat it. You know what I mean? It'll be too much. But as a sauce, a little bit, you need the salt. You know. I liked it. I like the seasoning. I think that, you know, with a porridge like this, I would want it to be a little bit hotter. You know, like a porridge to me is very like comforting, and you know, it should be like, you know, steamy and hot. And I think that temperature-wise, we probably wanted it a little bit hotter.
Judges, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much. Joshua, well done. Congratulations. We're going to leave it to Joshua Wobbles, competitor number 2.